It's Special K's Telemarketer Turnaround.
So you have a beautiful voice.
Yeah, thank you. Everybody told me that.
On the Rula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRB.
Here we go, baby.
These are my favorite. You get to do to them what they do to us. Drive us nuts.
Listen, Houston, Texas, and the surrounding areas, if you're listening on podcast, you get a phone call for a number you don't know that you have to answer for whatever reason. When you hear that phone farm, just hang up.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know it's some sort of scam. What kind of scam was this, Kev? What were they calling you about this time?
Funeral expenses, final
Again.
expenses. Why do they always think I'm going to die? This is going to be an exercise in patience today, especially when they ask me for my zip code. You know, of course, my zip code's not here. It's upstairs, which I can't even get up the stairs. I'll do them one at a time. So we're going to see if he will stick around with me while I do one stair at a time. I was trying to kind of mix in with this one. Sus. You know, kids say, that's sus. So let's bring on Jason. This is his first day, I think. It really sounds like, bless his heart. He's trying real hard here with old Richard Hunt, here, our telemarketer turnaround.
What were you asking for what now?
I'm saying that, this call is about our final expense insurance program. And just for qualifying purpose, may I know how old are you?
64 years old.
64, okay. May God bless you with more healthy life. And, okay, do you make your own decisions?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. I'm wanting to die here real soon. I'm just fed up with Costco.
With Costco, it's, you donated your body to science?
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you for calling.
Go ahead. Brief me, what are you talking about? I cannot get your point.
No, sir, I don't even remember why you called. I'm not right with it today.
Okay. So let me tell you that we are working with final expense insurance program that covers 100% of your funeral, burial, and cremation expenses.
Yes, sir, that sounds sus.
Perfect. Okay. And you are residing in Texas, right?
I'm driving in Texas. It sounds sus.
Residing. Well, okay. And what's your zip code?
7. Oh God, hold on. Let me look it up here.
No worries. I'm here for you.
7. Oh, good Lord. Hold on. I think it's downstairs. Okay, let me check downstairs. I gotta walk down the stairs here.
No worries. I'm here for you. On the line.
One at a time. There's one. That was one.
That was one.
All right, there's 2. Okay, hold on. There's a cat on this one. Oh. Hey, that was Mr. Picklesby. He's my cat.
Okay.
I don't know why he's going upstairs. Hold on. We got to go back upstairs, see what he's getting into. He might be dumping in my dirty clothes. He likes to do that sometimes. Is your cat dirty in your dirty clothes? Oh, God. No. The cats are evil creatures.
Cats are always, you are saying right.
Yes, sir, they are. So they will eat you in your sleep is what they told me on the internet. But I have one anyway. Yeah, sometimes I wake up and he's looking at me strange. It's funny, like he knows how this is going to end. And you're talking about final expenses, so I'm sure that's what he's waiting for too. But I guess it depends on who gets to me first. You know, he might snack me down, or y'all might pick me up and with the insurance. So what were we talking about?
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm saying that. What's your zip code? Can you find it? Find your zip code.
Oh, yes, sir. It's 77042.
Okay, it's 75 412. I'm saying that your zip code is 75. Yeah.
Are you drinking? Have you been drinking?
No.
No, sir.
No,
you
even,
oh God, you're stammering a little bit, and you sound nervous. Is the boss over your shoulder? Is he looking down at you like you're going to mess up and you're going to lose this sale, and then you're going to get whipped? I don't know what they do in your state, but
my
yes, sir.
senior supervisor is with me. He's watching me. What I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
With the boss.
Yes, you better behave yourself. You know, if you're in Texas, they'd lay you across my lap and spank on you a little bit until you got your tail right. and then you'd have to give an extra percentage. You know how percentages work. Like the fellow's going to have to take some of your money here since he's helping you now. What are you selling, young man?
So, ma'am, we are not selling anything. We will just provide you the information regarding final expense insurance program. So, what's your zip code? Your zip code is 7 and...
Yes, sir, it was. Thank you for asking. Is that all you need? Now I can get my estimate of how much it's going to cost me to die?
Well, I'm not the authorized person, but I have a senior supervisor with me. He will assist you, okay? Here we go.
Oh, no. That sounds sus. I don't want to talk to him. You're a very kind young man. You know, you probably won't steer me wrong. He knows what he's doing. That's the problem. He's gonna come in here and take all my money and leave me out. You know, for the cat that you don't.
No. Can I say something? He's the best person that will guide you about the rates and costs.
Oh, you sound sweet on him.
Thank you so much for holding on. This is Daniel Cooper, Agent 3-3 on the Color Line. How you doing?
What the hell happened to that other fella?
What the hell, what?
What happened to the other fella? He was so kind. I don't know you. You sound sus.
Well,
what happened
the previous lady transferred your call over to me.
Her name was Jason Smith, and so I figured I was talking to the fella there, but I mean, it's everything is gravy, you know, in the Navy is what we say here in Texas. I don't know if you like gravy. Oh, dear. Oh, jeepers.
Her name was Jason.
What the hell happened to that other mess?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, we got to get to this real quick.
Yes,
okay,
let's do
we
it.
put it out there for Beyonce tickets. We're looking for texter 104. They text in the word Beyonce so they can score some boots first.
All right.
And be qualified for Beyonce tickets.
I believe we've got Aaliyah on the line.
Yes.
Yes. Well, guess what? You are Texter 104. Woo!
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah. So you've instantly scored a pair of sweet boots from Texas Country Western Boots, and now you're a finalist. Tonight at 6 o'clock, Kevin and Audrey are going to pick one of the qualifiers, and you could win the daily grand prize, which is a pair of tickets to see Beyonce, and we're even going to pick up the hotel room for the night at the Wyndham Houston. So congrats.
Thank you so much. Oh, my God.
All right.
All right, so don't forget, watch your phone around 6 p.m. for that call, and we have more chances all day.
It's going to happen again at 11 this morning, 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., and you've got your shot at Beyonce. Now, coming up next, it's Believe It or Not. 833-390-KRBE. It's next on The Roland Ryan Show with Eric.
Believe it or not, the stories are true. Don't ever let anyone try to bullshit you. Either you could be dead, nearly chopped off your head. Ruler Ryan Show.
Believe it or not, yesterday is cruel. Stab you in the back, throw you under the bus. He's backstabby.
That wasn't as bad as I remember.
He's backstabby.
That wasn't as bad as I remember.
Oh my God, Kevin's eyes are rolling to the back of his head. That was a mod and Sam trying to get back at Kevin.
When you let the kids have the production tools.
These are your stories. You tell them and people are like, no way, that didn't really happen, did it? Believe it or not. And we're going to start with Bailey. Good morning, Bailey. What is your believe it or not story?
So my friend took her grandson to the zoo in Omaha.
Okay.
I'm originally from Iowa. And he wanted to take his little backpack. He's like 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So they were walking around and, he was carrying it, walking through all the exhibits. And so they drive back home and she's getting ready to take him to the bathtub and she fills the water up. So he asks if he could have his friend take a bath with him, and she was like, no problem. And so she goes in the other room, and she hears him talking to this friend, and she said, who are you talking to? And he said, it's my friend. And she walks in there, and he's playing with the baby penguin in the tub.
Stop it!
How did he take a penguin?
How?
Well, it was walking kind of through the exhibits, where they have the birds walking through, and somehow he picked it up and they didn't see him, and it was in his backpack, and he was playing with it in the tub.
Oh, my
so
God.
they called the zoo, and the zoo wouldn't let them take it there. They had to take it to the zoo in Iowa and have it quarantined because of, there could be something.
What I don't understand is how they didn't smell that thing in the car, because those things stink.
Whoa.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
Oh, my God, they smell bad,
I was like, you got to be kidding. No, I'm not kidding. She was like in a panic. It was,
oh, my
That is
gosh.
how old is this kid?
Yeah.
Now I'm like worried.
he was like 6.
He's 6 and he picked up a
Backpack to the
penguin
zoo
and shoved it in the
takes a baby
backpack.
penguin home and puts it. Because every child is like, Mommy, can I have my friend? Like with the little toys. You don't know which lovey they're talking about or what little rubber ducky.
Yeah.
That's my friend. Okay, yeah, who are you talking to? Oh, my new baby penguin I stole from the zoo.
Like, those things are smelly. Like, I've picked up, they're oily. They're oily and they stink.
Well, guess he got a little...
Bailey.
Little stank
Wow.
backpack now.
What a story. How many years ago was that?
It's about 7 years ago. So, yeah.
Good
Yeah, they got air tags on them now.
You scoop that little penguin up, you shove it in your backpack. They must have left the zoo pretty soon after.
I would have had to go back to look at the cameras, like at the zoo, and be like, how did this
how
even
did this
happen?
kid take this thing? Yeah.
Like,
wow. That's a
I believe
that
you.
win so far.
You know?
That's unbelievable.
Oh my
Thank you so much for calling the show, Bailey. You have a great weekend.
Thank you. Have
Take
a good
care.
day.
Thank you.
Wow. Jorg is up next. It's
Jorg.
Y-O-Y-O-R-G.
Jorg.
Hello, Jorg. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, guys. This is Jorg.
Jorg.
Hey, I just want to tell you something really different.
Okay.
I can tell that the sex of a child, when a woman is pregnant, I'll be walking through the grocery store, the mall, whatever, and all of a sudden my hair starts standing up on my arms, on my left arm, and I'll ask the lady, it says, hey, what are you having? She goes, oh, I'm having a boy, and I have a text on my phone. I says, I already knew that, and I'll show her that information. And I mean, it just comes to me. If I had to sit there and guess, that'd be different, but it just comes to me, and I just say, I have a special gift. 99.9% of the time, out of 5-6 years, I've been doing this, and people have been beside me, and they go, how do you do this? I go, I can only say that it's a special gift. I tell the ladies, it's not me that guesses this. I guess it's God is telling me that I just have this special gift.
But see,
And
that's
it's just
interesting,
weird.
Jorg, because you
I'm not
only
that good
have
of a
it for
guesser.
guessing the gender of a child. There's nothing like
You got
you're
a
not like
50-50
you're not
chance
the
of
Long
getting
Island
it right.
medium where you're talking to the deceased or anything. It's just
No,
you're just like, hey,
nothing
that
like
lady's
that.
pregnant. That's a girl.
Fetus whisper.
No, no. And sometimes I can predict the child's sex 3 or 4 months ahead of time when they haven't even tested whether they're going to have a boy or girl. And it only relates to that. It's not anything monetary or dead people or anything like that. It's strictly.
That's so random.
Yeah, I'd rather have that.
so do you have to be around these women to know it, or can you look at a photo and be like, oh, I know what you're going to have?
No. If I'm trying to guess, it has to be physically there. But if I try to guess, it doesn't work. It's like, okay, if someone says, hey, what she's going to have, it don't work that way. It's just like something
you
comes
do in
into my
front of them.
brain.
It has to be there.
You have to be in front of the person that's pregnant to guess the gender.
maybe
of the
it is.
baby.
I was gonna say,
Maybe
we should have had him up.
I know, right?
Maybe the
Listen to
woman's
this. What's so
emitting
strange-
a certain scent, and you can pick up on that.
Listen to this. When I move towards the lady with her pregnant, my hair starts standing up straight. And I said, if I walk away, my hair starts standing down on my arms. I'm telling
That's
you,
crazy.
it is just.
York, do you ever
it's a
creep
gift.
these women
gift.
out? Like, does anybody, like, you walk up, hey, I know the sex of your baby, and they're like, ooh, get away.
Only one time. I just say, hey, are you having a boy or a girl? I do it really politely and just, it could be even a drive-through, so I could just say, oh, you're pregnant. Oh, you going to have a boy or a girl? And I'll have a text on my phone just to show them that I'm not guessing after them.
So what, you see the person and then you text yourself, this is going to be a boy. And then you ask me, hey, are you pregnant? When do you do that? What are you having? And they say, look, I just texted
And then I'll
myself.
show them. They go, how do you know? And I say, I'm not a good guesser. I said, this has to be a gift from God because there's no way that I can guess that many times over the 6 years I've been doing this.
Now, somebody's asking, can you do this if there are multiples? Like somebody's having twins or triplets. Can you guess all the genders of the babies? Or you're just like, I don't know.
No, I've never done that. I've never met anybody that's had twins. I just have that sense.
It's kind of like a useless talent. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you're not benefiting from it. It's not changing the world. It's just so random that you know it. Right?
Just like you walk randomly and you got this intuition. I think people have an intuition of different things.
Yeah.
Or things are going to happen.
him.
Okay, well, that's very interesting.
I believe
you
him
can
because-
always tell the gender of a baby.
Just what he said right there.
Interesting.
97% of pregnancies are not twins. Only 3% of pregnancies involve twins.
Yeah, it's super rare. I was reading this article about how you can conceive twins. It's total garbage, but it was really funny.
IVF, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
That
yeah.
is a way.
But they were saying you can do it naturally.
To
and
do identical
organic.
twins. To have
Just
identical
just
twins.
in general, just to have twins.
No, you
like,
drink milk
whether
with your
they're
salad.
fraternal or not.
that's exactly it,
Milk
Kevin.
with your pizza. Like
and I
that.
was like,
Next.
dang it, I didn't do that. That's why Santiago's not a twin.
Yes,
But it was
yes.
all like fake stuff. People
Well,
just
ask
say
him.
things.
Ask him what's in there now.
Oh, are you trying to say
Sorry, I
something,
didn't mean to
Kevin?
blow up your spot yet.
You're such a weirdo.
Are you pregnant, Sam?
No, I'm not pregnant.
You're right.
I'm
You
not
leave
pregnant.
the girl alone.
I am
If she wants
not.
to have
If she
another baby,
were,
she'll
Kevin
let
would've
us
just
know when
blown
she's
it.
having one.
No, because we were having beers yesterday, so I think.
Well, also because as people said, asking a woman if she's pregnant is never a good idea because you never know.
That's what I kept telling Kev. I was like, ask him how many times women
Yeah.
have said, like, I'm not pregnant.
I'm not
Actually,
pregnant.
Jorg,
Yeah.
has that
I'm
happened
not
to you?
pregnant.
He's still there.
By the way.
Jorg.
Have you ever
Kevin.
said to
You're such a
somebody
brat.
that you can know the gender of their baby and they're like, what are you talking about, crazy? I'm not even having a baby. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
Okay.
Good.
When I was in high school, I knew the gender of the baby, and her name was going to be Sarah. Well, she is 27 years old. She's my daughter. Her name's Sarah, and she was the firstborn. So I already knew what gender of the baby was going to be when I was in high school.
And then you decided on
And
the
that,
name right then
that's
and
the
there.
only time. That was the
Wow.
only time that I had that feeling. I was so certain of the gender of the baby.
You can be certain of that. I for some reason, I always knew I was going to have a daughter. Like when Michelle was pregnant with Faith, we never checked the sex of the baby. We just always assumed it was going to be a girl. We just could just
Interesting.
feel it.
Well, if y'all want to share your stories on the listener line, go to Believe It or Not for the listener line, 713-278-VENT. That's 8368.
Yep, that's the listener line, 713-278-VENT. Now, speaking of predictions, we're going to try and do a little predicting right now. The Bad Wedding Omen segment. That's where you call us, 833-390-KRBE. You tell us about something that just wasn't planned, something that really was kind of crazy at the wedding, and we have to figure out whether or not you're still together. The Bad Wedding Omen game. Next on the Roland Ryan Show with Eric on 104.1 KRBE. KRBE. It's the Roland Ryan Show with Eric. We call it the Bad Wedding Omen game.
It's where you tell us something crazy that happened on your wedding day and maybe could be seen as a bad omen. And then let us know, did the marriage last or not? So don't give away anything in the detail of that you're divorced now or that you're still happily married. Just tell us about the wedding day and something crazy that happened. Somebody texted us, I'm getting married this Saturday. Y'all are making me nervous.
No, your day
this
will be
could-
fine.
This could teach you that no matter what happens, everything's great.
Some of the best weddings are when something goes wrong.
Oh,
and
sure,
then you
yeah.
laugh about
That's
it
what every bride
afterwards.
says. I love when things go wrong. Nobody wants
bride
Not
to.
says
during the
that,
day,
Ryan.
absolutely
No
not.
one
My
bride
veil went
says
down.
that.
There was like a
Funny
hurricane
little
coming.
That's what a
thing.
guy says. You're such a
man
guy.
says
That's what we
that.
would say.
Every
Us men.
flower
So
the night
awful.
before my wedding died in the coolers that they were sitting in because
Yeah.
the cooler died. My wedding planner almost had a stroke on the day of my wedding.
didn't tell you.
They did not tell me that every flower was dead. They were scrambling to find flowers to fill the ballroom because all of those flowers were dead.
Wow.
And you guys went to my wedding. I had a lot of flowers. Okay, let's go to Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Rosemary, now, how long ago were you married?
1983.
Okay, 1983.
We had the wedding and we had the reception, and at the reception, we had our first dance, and then we're having all the other dances. And one of our ushers, who is my childhood best friend, we grew up together, spent a lot of time together, completely broke down and told me that he loved me basically all those years. And yeah.
On your wedding
Yeah.
day?
That's kind of
After
selfish
the
on his part.
ceremony.
That's awful.
After the ceremony.
Selfish.
What a jerk.
Wow, so he watched you get married and now it's picture time. Oh, by the way, I've been in love with you since we were 12.
Tell me this 2 days
You're
earlier.
magical.
No, actually, probably around 4 or 5. Like, we were friends from, little kids.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rosemary,
So
that
guys-
hurts my heart for
So
him.
don't tell us we have to all guess
Okay,
now.
I'm going to put her down so she
Okay,
doesn't.
so
They're
'cause
married
it's,
now.
It's been
she
a long
married
time.
the childhood
That's what I'm
friend,
thinking.
got divorced.
That marriage is ruined.
I mean, because if you didn't care about that person at all, you wouldn't even think, like, oh, okay, sorry for you. But now here you are in your honeymoon. You're like, I'm really thinking about that guy now.
Probably stayed married for a few years, then you realize.
And now you think she's with him?
Yeah.
I kind of want to say this.
He was waiting in the wings.
If anything, they're not married anymore to the original husband.
Yeah. That's all we have to guess,
That's
whether
all
or
we have
not
to
the
guess.
marriage stayed
I feel
together.
like Ryan ruined it because she paused like she was shocked. Am I supposed to tell you that when he said, "Were you married?"
I know, but we'll find out. I say
Okay,
when
do
you were
say,
married.
Do you say they are married? Sam,
I'm going
now?
to say they're married, but
She's
not
still married to the original groom, is what
Yes.
you're saying.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm going to go against that.
Me too.
Ryan and Eric think she is not married to the original groom.
Uh-huh.
I'll go with you. Just make it 2 and 2.
Okay.
Let's go 2
Here
and 2.
we go.
All right.
So, Rosemary, 2 of us think you're still married to the original groom, and 2 of us think you are not married to the original groom. What's the answer?
I have been married to the original groom for 41 years this year.
Whoa, congratulations. What happened to the other guy?
What happened? How did you react to your best friend who professes his undying love for you since he was 4?
He was very, very, very drunk already,
okay.
and he was gay. He was just the love came out, and it was.
I just love
could
you
have
so
closed that
much.
part in the beginning.
Thanks for holding that out.
I'm so glad
That's
you
good.
did it.
love
I'm
that.
glad you didn't tell us
Man,
that part.
My husband and I both walked him out and took him home because he was just like he was sobbing and he was
Oh,
Poor
you tricked
guy.
us.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yay, me and Sam
yeah,
get a
best
point.
friend. He was
All right.
amazing. Yeah.
I'm happy
All
for you
right.
that you're married.
You're a
That's
trendsetter.
great.
1983, you had a
41
gay best friend.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true. But was he out to everyone or just to you?
No, I didn't even know at the time. I didn't even.
So he wasn't even out to
He was
you.
not a trend.
He was
Yeah.
one of the first guys that died from AIDS.
Oh, really?
So I
In your circle?
lost them. I lost them really, really early on. So that was a heartbreak for
So
me.
sorry for your loss.
But gosh, he really did love you.
You make me happy every morning.
Oh, I love to
thank
hear
you.
that. Thank you. You make us smile. That's so sweet. I
Aw.
love that. Okay, wedding omen
Don't even
game.
get a point, Ryan.
Oh, look at that. Me and Sam have
She left
one.
out critical details.
Yeah, I couldn't call that
Well,
one.
you tried to lead the witness. What's something weird that happened at your wedding? And we're going to guess from that, did it doom your marriage or are you still married? Hi, Sarah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Sarah.
Good morning.
What was the year of your wedding?
2001.
Okay.
Okay, it was raining on our wedding day, and then, which I've heard that's lucky too. Like later on after that, I heard it was lucky. But
They just say that to make us feel better.
Yes, absolutely. That's a lie to
I
us.
really do.
Yeah.
So
So
I-
it's raining.
Thought I had everything, and I was the calmest bride you've ever seen. And a few minutes before the wedding was supposed to start, I opened the ring box, and I had grabbed my ring box and not my husband's. So it was empty.
Oh, no.
Luckily, my parents' house wasn't too far, and that's where it was at. And so my brother jumped in the car, went and got it for me. We were like just a couple minutes late starting. And then during the ceremony, I hear this thump thump, and it's because my brother was jumping on stage to put out the candelabra fire.
Oh, my God.
Right behind my bride.
My God.
On
Right
stage?
behind my bridesmaids. So, you know,
Wow.
if it would have all that hairspray in their hair, it would have
Oh,
been
man.
very bad.
Those are some
Wow.
crazy omens. Okay, put her
No,
down.
no ring for the groom. Candelabra caught fire. Raining all day.
That wasn't like a therapist say like that's like
3, isn't
subliminal,
it?
like she meant to.
I picked up on something. She goes,
I'm
thought
going
I
with
had
still
everything going
married.
right.
I'm going still
I thought
married.
I had everything.
Yeah,
That's a
still
lot
married.
of bad omens.
I'm going still married.
Sames.
I'm
I'm gonna go for broke and say not.
thinking not as well. I think the omen fairy is out there.
2 no's, 2
Okay.
yeses. Sarah, are you still married to that groom?
Yes, I am.
All right, congratulations. Eric, you and I are losing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. So, yeah, none of that proved bad luck. It just makes for fun stories.
It rained.
Yes,
That's a lot
a
of things.
very fun story.
So, where was, oh, yeah, so the ring was at your parents' house, so your brother rented
Yes.
it. So, yeah.
You said
okay.
on stage, was it in a hall or is it in a church or what?
It was in a church.
But you know that up.
You know,
that,
up at
that's the
the
altar.
altar, the stairs, and there's all that area
Yeah.
to the side.
are you a theater major? Maybe that's why you
I don't think they call it a stage.
I am not.
Yeah.
stage left.
Well, that's fun, Sarah. Congratulations.
Girls are killing it today.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Cheers.
You guys are believing in love.
Yeah.
No, we believe in love. We just, because we suck at a game doesn't mean we don't believe in love.
Hey, yo. It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, Houston ISD teachers are going to get a pay increase. Now, teachers without certification are going to make $2,500 less than those that do have certification in the new education system. Teachers without certification outside of a state-appointed leadership system of reforms will start receiving a 10-month salary of $63,000. So that's what a teacher without certification will make. The district emphasized an increase in pay for bus drivers as well to $35 an hour and principal apprentices to $100,000 per year from a typical $90,000. So there is some money increase, some pay increase. Now, Houstonians driving down I-10, whether you're driving down I-10 or whether you're driving down Westheimer this weekend, be on your best behavior because now they're on the lookout. Law enforcement officers are going to start searching for potential reckless drivers. Now, Houston Mayor John Whitmire announced Thursday that the Houston police would be collaborating with multiple law enforcement agencies to conduct another enforcement surge on the roadways in hopes of cutting back on reckless driving. Quote, we have a zero tolerance for road rage, speeding, and reckless driving. That's according to the mayor. He posted this video on X yesterday. The mayor's first round of increased enforcement led to Houston police giving out more than 300 citations on 59 and 45. So when they announce, hey, we're going to crack down, they really mean it. And finally, Houston just finished ahead of Dallas and Austin in a list of America's best cities. The ranking was done by how do you say this, Kevin?
I don't know.
RESOANCE. Resonance? I don't know. It's the name of the company. They did this study. They looked at a lot of different metrics, including things like housing affordability, parks, walkability, nightlife, restaurants, and attractions. And Houston beats out Dallas and Austin. So
we beat Austin?
Yeah. Go H-Town. I know there's going to be a lot happening this weekend. Kevin, you and Ahmad are going to be hosting.
Yeah, we will be hosting the Pride Parade this weekend. That starts at 7 p.m., but the festival itself, that actually starts at 11 a.m., and if you want discount tickets to get into it, you can go to krbe.com and just type in Pride in the search field, and you'll find it right there. And we will be calling every single one of the 150 floats that come on by for the parade.
Where's your booth going to be located?
And I think it is on
like what section of the parade route? Right at the end?
No, we're actually like right up against City Hall, kind of at the other end of the reflection pool. So when you're walking the parade, if you're in it, please throw some bees and everything.
And some booze.
yeah, please.
All right, coming up next, it's Couples Court. You've got a problem in your relationship, you come to us, and we're going to try and solve it for you. It's next on the Roll and Ryan Show with Eric and 104.1 KRBE.